Welcome everyone to a parallel series co-run by MHQ and Rethink, which, as it's customary in January, is called MHQ's 8 Steps to Growth. And we start this in January because effectively these are the entrepreneurs' New Year resolutions. So to help me week after week to go over a couple of items, couple of nuggets that every entrepreneur can use to help his business grow is David Linkletter. David, good morning.
Good morning.
David efficiently runs the finance team and other ancillary services at MHQ sister firm Rethink. And together today, we are going to talk about what can entrepreneurs do to make their business more efficient in 2021. So what we see often is that businesses have grown, they have evolved, but no one really knows, or actually rarely knows, how much is my company worth and how do I constantly create value, particularly in these challenging times. So what we are going to look at is a couple of factors that can be impacted very easily with some simple steps. And that's what we want to point out to entrepreneurs. And today we are talking about a hot topic, which is VAT and in the UAE. So David, first question to you. You are assisting entrepreneurs implementing, complying with VAT. So how can I, as an entrepreneur, optimize VAT and hopefully even reduce costs? How do I do that?
Well, there's two ways in which you can do this. The first way is in investing in a compliant accounting software. Now, this allows you to quickly input data. It's posted to the appropriate accounts, and these softwares usually have a reporting system which allows you to put the summary data into the FTA portal. It's a great way of reducing any tax leakage if you're using these kind of softwares. The second part of it would be to outsource that function to a local accountant. It's a great way of ensuring compliance and consistency of quality. It's frequently cheaper doing it this way than employing, say, a junior. The junior is not likely to be as experienced as the local accountant and may cause errors, and non-compliance can be expensive.
All right. Okay. You scared me a bit with this non-compliance being expensive. So what do you mean? There are some fines, some penalties for non-compliance with VAT. Can you give us some examples?
Yes, there are. There's many penalties, and unfortunately, non-compliance, consistent non-compliance, these penalties will compound really quickly. So I'll just give you a feel for what they are. Late registration, for example, is a 20,000 dirham fine. And registration is mandatory above a $100,000 turnover, so that's important to remember. A late submission is between 1,000 and 2,000 dirhams, and if you make a late payment, that can be up to 300% of that payment, so quite large in actual fact. An incorrect submission, 3,000 to 5,000 dirhams. Late deregistration, 10,000 dirhams, and interestingly enough, every single incorrect tax paperwork, an invoice in other ways, will carry a 5,000 dirham fine for every single tax invoice not correctly constituted, built up together. But it's important to know the FTA have never ever pursued that penalty so far.
Okay, so clearly, without a proper process, proper compliance, there is a high risk that the value of the business, whether calculated or not, will be eroded over time. So entrepreneurs, beware. But what about the benefits, the increasing the value, not only safekeeping it, but while having a sound financial systems, VAT, etc. Anything that entrepreneurs should be aware?
Yeah, well, we think that most SMEs and entrepreneurs have benefited from VAT in the region. It's forced them to use proper accounting systems. It's forced them to be more compliant with the way that they run their business. They are now able to see with far greater clarity the direction of the business, the way it's going. It's been a very positive influence in that respect. Prior to this, I think a lot of SMEs and business owners were just using gut feel, but now they can use facts and figures, KPIs, and really view the direction of their company with greater clarity than they may have had in the past.
So here you have it. VAT is a necessary evil, but it can be twisted, turned around into a value-creating machine for your business. And if you don't know how to do that, it's very easy. You just call David and his team, and they will do a free VAT health check for you, point out a couple of red flags, and possibly help you out going forward. What better time of the year than to do that in January? That's great. David, thank you very much. And we will touch next week on another step to growth. Let's see what we have in store for then. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.